tech technician and culinary artist, and together we can make this a healthier society. Today, we are going to be making a easy but delicious, warming soup. And it is going to be made in the crock pot, okay? So, I can remember when I was back in the military, and I would love soup, especially I was stationed in Fort Riley, Kansas. It was really cold there, and the mess hall wouldn't always have soup, but I like my own soup. So I had a crock pot in my room, okay, because I wasn't living off the post at that time. So I had a crock pot in my room, and I would make homemade soup. And I tell you, I put it in a crock pot, and I would put it down on low, and by the time I got home from work that day, the whole entire barracks would be smelling up with my soup. It would be smelling so good. So anyway, and then my mom, she used to love the crock pot. She used to love to cook with the crock pot. She always cook chicken, she used to love to cook like chicken thighs and chicken backs and different, types of chicken. And she would make her good gravy up, and she would put it in the crock pot and let it slow cook. And when she got home from work, she had her a nice crock pot with her delicious turkey or smothered chicken, and she'd make her vegetables and her rice and have a great meal and let it slow cook, and the meat and things would be falling off the bone. But anyway, I'm going to be making a vegetable one, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it slow cook all throughout the night, and then tomorrow it will be voila, delicious, okay? But anyway, listen. This is quick and easy, and the reason I say this is quick and easy is because I'm going to be using, I know we always see the pick fresh vegetables in the grocery store. These people have taken out the time to pick these vegetables fresh for us and cut them up for us so that we don't have to go through all of that, right? Okay, fresh, delicious vegetables. And so if you're not the type, if you don't have time, or if you just, maybe some people may have a phobia with using a knife, or you just don't have the time, but you want something fresh, some fresh vegetables, these pick fresh farm vegetables are really good, all right? Okay, well, the first thing I'm going to do, though, I have some cut up fresh vegetables already, so I'm going to saute them in the crock pot. Now, you can use the crock pot to saute. Hold on one second. Let me get a little oil. Okay, so I'm going to be using some sesame oil, right? I don't have any olive oil right now, so I'm going to use some sesame oil. But you can use whatever type of oil you want. You can use some sesame oil. You can use vegetable oil. Whatever type of oil you like, you can go ahead and use it. I'm going to coat the bottom of it. I don't measure it. I just coat the bottom of the pot, and so that I can, coat my vegetables, okay? So what I'm going to be using today, I'm going to be using some fresh cut up, chopped up onions, some fresh chopped celery, and some fresh chopped bell pepper, and some fresh chopped garlic, all right? All the fresh vegetables, that mise en place, as we would call it, that would all the fresh mise en place that I have chopped up, and also that's going to be good for your immune system. If you're having a cold, this is cold weather and flu weather season right now, so these vegetables are really good for you. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start putting them in so that they can saute down. All right, I should have already had this oil, but my crock pot is hot already. I went ahead and made sure I turned it on so that it can get good and hot for me. So I'm putting the onions in there, and basically I'm just sauteing them down so that we can get that flavor flowing through. The flavor is going to come anyway. You don't have to saute them down, actually. You can actually put them all in the pot together, but I'm going to saute them down, all right? All right, so I hope everybody has been doing great and wonderful. This is the celery that I'm putting in now, chopped up celery. You asked me, how much are you putting in there? Well, I'm going to say let's say anywhere from, it just depends on what you like. If you don't like a lot of onion, then maybe anywhere, maybe a quarter of an onion will be good for you, or a half of onion. And if you don't like to chop these things up yourself, the grocery store already sells them chopped up for you. They have the little containers, maybe about this size, like 8-ounce size. It's anywhere from 4 to 8 ounces, and these vegetables are already chopped up for you if you don't want to take out the time to do that. And it's already measured for you also. A lot of them already have the celery, onions, bell pepper, and even sometimes tomato and chopped up already in the container for you. So you can just use that. Everything is already with the dried vegetables already cut up for you. Okay, these are bell peppers. I don't mind cutting up my own vegetables. Cutting up vegetables for some reason is therapeutic for me. I love using the knife, and I love cutting up vegetables. So anyway, so it doesn't bother me. I have a lot of vegetables here. I wasn't quite sure. I hadn't used my crock pot in a while. So I have a lot of vegetables here. So I'm not going to end up using all of the vegetables that I have. I'll probably just use just a few out of the bag, and then I'll have more vegetables left over for the next time I make soup or whatever else I may have. Now, what I'm doing now is I'm just going to let these saute down and let them get soft. And I'm going to put a little bit of garlic in there, not much. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, there you go, just a little bit. Then once again, this is a vegetable soup that I'm making. Okay, what's gonna be in my vegetable soup? I have all different types of vegetables, all right, you guys? All right, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I was told by someone, don't call people guys, so I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to offend anyone, but I have lots of different vegetables that I'm going to be using. I'm going to just let this sit a little bit and saute down, get a little soft right now from being so crunchy, and then I'll add my vegetables in, all right? And I got my crock pot right now on high because I'm starting my pot up, and then once I get everything in, I will go ahead and turn it down, all right? Okay, so right now my crock pot is on high. I'm going to move all these bowls out the way that I'm not using anymore. I'm just going to put those over on the side. Okay, so what am I going to be using in my soup today? I'm going to use some yams. The reason why I'm using some yams is because I really like how yams taste inside of a soup. It gives it sort of a sweet taste. Now, if you want to use, if you like a sweetness and you don't want to use sugar in any kind of sugar or anything in it, just to give it just a little sweetness, you can always use, right now, butternut squash is in season, so you can use that, but I'm going to use some yams. And I got some greens. They have some chopped up turnip greens. Oh, so I had to get some greens. So I'm gonna put some greens in there because I like a good hearty soup. Now, okra. I gotta put the okra in there. Okra is really good for you. Okra is really good for us. So I'm gonna put some okra in there. And what I'll do is, when I get ready to put everything in the crock pot, the items that cook the longest, I'm gonna start them from the bottom and then build my way up. So for instance, I know it takes a while for okra to cook. It also takes a while for the yams to cook, right? Or anything that has potatoes in it. So I'll put those in first and then put all the rest of the vegetables in as well, okay? It's all gonna be mixed up, but I'm just saying the way I'll lay it in, all right? The way that I'll put them in, the order I'll put them in. And then I have some vegetables for stew mix. And what this has, it has potato, it has some white russet potatoes, it has carrots, it has a lot of the seasonings that I've already put in here also, but it has potatoes and it has carrots in it, and a lot of the celery, onions, I think it has parsley in it. No, it just has potatoes, carrots, onions, and celery, all right? So I already have some onions and celery in here also already, but this will just be just a little bit more, all right? But it's gonna give me the potatoes and the carrots, all right? And then this one was a mixed vegetable mix. Now, mind you, when you get ready to make your vegetable soup or whatever type of soup you may choose to make, you can use whatever vegetables you want. You don't have to use all these different vegetables, but I like a good hearty soup. I like to have the rainbow in my soup, and I like as many ingredients and nutrients as I could possibly get. All right, and if you all can smell all of this, it smells so good. So once again, this is fresh picks. This is Pick Fresh Farms vegetables. They've already been cleaned. They've already been cut. They've already been bagged and portioned out for us. So yes, let's take advantage of this. It helps to save time, cut down time, and give you all the different vegetables and nutrients that you need. And it doesn't even cost a lot of money for these. They run different prices. It depends on what stores you go to. It can be anywhere from $3 up to $5 per bag. Okay, so it just depends on what store you go to purchase them. All right. Okay. So anyway, oh my gosh, this once again, this smells so good. Okay. So anyway, after I add I'm gonna let these saute down just a little more. After I add these down, I'm going to add all of my dry ingredients, and then I'll add my wet ingredients. Okay, my dry ingredients are all of my different seasonings, and then my wet ingredients are going to be my stock and any water that I add. Okay, all right, so I can make it really good and soupy and hearty. Okay, and like I told you, I'm gonna cook it overnight. I like the vegetables to break down and all the nutrients and everything, just to be in the liquid of the soup. Okay, and to be real nice and soft. The vegetables be nice and soft and tender and delicious and good to go. All right. So another way you can make this is if you need your vegetables to be a little softer, you can always chop them down also in a chopper, and that'll help to make them a little softer. All right. Okay. So anyway, all right, this is getting good and soft. Like I told you, I had already had my crock pot on so that it can get good and hot. All right. So the first thing I'm going to put in, I'm going to put some of my okra in first. Because okra, it normally takes okra a while to cook. So I want it to be, at the bottom. I really want it to be kind of at the bottom of the crock pot so it can get some good cook, so I can cook really good in there. Now I'm not going to use all of it because my crock pot it looks like it's a really big crock pot, but it's not that big inside. All right, it's not really big inside. So I will use like half a bag, and that's all I need, right? Half a bag of these okra. We know okra is really good for the body, really good for your immune system. Has lots of good nutrients, and it's really good for thickening up soups and things as well. So I got some okra, and then I'm going to use a few of these yam patties that they had. I'm going to put a few of those in there, and the reason I'm using them once again is because it adds a really good sweetness to the soup. So I'm going to use like 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4. I think I'm going to just do 6. I'm going to use 6 of those in there, all right? All right, 5, 6. That fits perfect in my crock pot too. Once again, I still got a whole half a bag left, all right? Okay, still got a whole half a bag left, all right? Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to add in my vegetables for stew. They have the potatoes and the carrots in there, okay? And so it's going to take, take a little while for carrots to cook. So I'm going to put those in there. All right, my crock pot right now is all about almost half full already. So I don't have to put a lot in there, okay? So I got, put those in there. Okay, put that over there like that. All right, my next thing I'm going to add my mixed vegetables. And my fresh mixed vegetables here. It has green beans, it has some carrots, it has some sweet peas, all the good little vegetables that you would use, all right? Okay, look, not even a half a bag of that, okay? But still, I have all my greens and vegetables in there, okay? Really? Okay, and now, the next thing I'm gonna use is my turnip greens. Okay, greens are good. All right, that's just gonna give it some extra nutrients that we need for our body, all right? And as we all know, greens cook down to literally nothing when they cook down, right? Okay, so I put my greens in there. I still got a whole half a bag of greens left, okay? So next time I get ready to make another soup, I don't even have to go to the grocery store. I still have lots of vegetables left, all right? Okay, so I put all that in there. I tell you, when I go out and I buy soup, I like to buy a really good soup. But you know, soup can be pretty expensive when you get some good soup. And you're gonna pay anywhere, I don't know, anywhere from what, $5 to possibly, I don't know, $5 to $8 maybe for a bowl of soup. So look, I'm gonna have enough soup to last me. This soup probably gonna last me the whole week. This soup gonna last me pretty much the whole entire week, okay? And I have more vegetables in this soup than the soup that I actually go out and purchase when I go out and purchase it, and it's my own soup, all right? Okay, so some other things I'm gonna add is cream of mushroom soup. And what I love about Campbell's cream of mushroom soup, because I don't eat dairy, this doesn't have any dairy products in it, so I really like that. This cream of mushroom soup. And hold on, I got some other things I'm going to use. Okay, I got some. Okay. All right, here it comes. Okay, I'm going to use the cream of mushroom soup. I'm going to also use some canned tomatoes to put in here also, okay? Let me get hold on. Okay, I gotta find where I put my can opener. Hold on. Everyone, I'm in a different kitchen right now, so I don't really know where I put everything at yet. So let's see. Where did I put my can opener? Oh, here it is. Okay. Here it is. I got my can opener. I'm in a different kitchen now, so I'm learning where I've been putting things up, but not, still trying to figure out where am I putting these. Where did I put these things? I don't even. I'm not really sure. Okay, so I'm gonna put some. I got some organic tomatoes. I'm gonna put in there. Ooh, didn't mean to throw that. I didn't mean for that to go in there. Okay, organic tomatoes. All right, put this aside so I can rinse that out. Okay, put that in my little trash bag. Put that in my little trash bag. Okay, let's see. All right, got my little organic tomatoes in there. Now, I haven't seasoned this yet. Still haven't seasoned it, but let's see. It looks like it's a lot in this crock pot now, but that's because everything is frozen. So once it starts to cook down, everything will start to go down some. All right, and then I have my cream of mushroom that I'm gonna put in there. This is gonna help thicken it up. I kind of like a thick soup, not so much of a little thin soup. All right, got some cream of mushroom in there. Woo. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me rinse this off. Put the cream of mushroom in there. All right, got some cream of mushroom in there. Okay. All right, that looks so good. Once again, it smells so good. It really smells good. I'm gonna fill this can up with some water, and so that I can get all of the rest of what's in the can in here. All right, fill it up with some water. Okay. You guys, when you have these cans, if you're using anything that's in a can, you know, just fill it up with some water and get the rest of the content out of there. It's okay. Alright, especially if it's a soup. You need some water in the soup anyway. So you might as well put some water in the soup that has the content in it, okay? Alright, so all of that is in there. Ooh, it smells so good. Oh gosh, and it looks good. It looks like a rainbow in the pot. It really does. It's beautiful inside. Alright, so I have all of that in there. And everything is cooking down nicely inside the crock pot. Hold on a moment. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use some other seasonings inside, but I like to use Knorr's soup mix. So I'm going to use some Knorr's soup mix as well. It's going to give it a really good flavor inside of it. All right. I love Knorr's products. If you haven't used Knorr's products, try Knorr's products. Their products are so delicious. And if you make a spinach dip with this, it is so good, all right? They have the directions on the back of how to make a really good spinach dip, okay? All right, so I also have some stocks. I got some stock here that I'm gonna put inside my crock pot. You might not wanna, you can use whatever type of stock you wanna use. You don't have to use whatever brand you wanna use. You use whatever your preference is for the brand, okay? All right, so I put some stock in there. Okay. Right now it's almost up to the top, so until this all cooks down really well, let's see. I might have to just leave this. I don't want to put too much in here quite yet until this really cooks down. But any type of good, any type of stock that you want to use, you might want to use chicken stock or vegetable stock or beef stock, whatever stock you want to use. It's totally up to you, all right? Okay, now, once again, like I said, I haven't put any seasonings in here yet. So the seasonings that I'm going to use, hold on one moment, let me get them. Okay, I'm coming. I'm on my way back. On the way back. Okay, so I'm going to use, first of all, I have to use some herbs. This is some Bragg's sprinkled 24 herbs and spices, okay? So I'm going to use, I got to use the herbs, because what? The herbs are good for us. The herbs are good for the soul, right? So I gotta use some herbs in here, okay? And I love this Bragg's. If you don't have any, and you don't, and you're not real familiar with what herbs to get some Bragg's 24 herbs and spices, all right? So I like to use herbs, and then of course some pepper. I'm gonna put some pepper right here, all right? Okay, and then I'm gonna use some Lawry's seasoning salt. What would life be without Lawry's seasoning salt, right? Okay, put a little Lawry's seasoning salt in there. Whoop. And I'm going to put a little bit of salt in here. Just put a little salt. Not much salt, just some salt. Let me see, I'm going to put a little more stock in here. Just a little bit more. I don't want it to be running all over, but like I said, I don't know. I'll see what happens once everything cooks down. And another thing that I want to put in here is, hold on one second. I'm almost back. liquid smoke. I love liquid smoke. Oh, I love liquid smoke. Oh my gosh. I think if I could roast and smoke all my vegetables all the time, I would definitely do that, okay? Because I love it. All right, so anyway, I put a lot of, I'll season it to taste once it's finished. But as for right now, I have a lot of seasonings in here right now. And then the vegetables they're going to have their own little special seasoning in there also, okay? Oh, excuse me. One more thing I'm going to do is I always use just a little sugar, all right? Just a little sugar to bring this stuff. And that helps to bring kind of bring everything together and the sweetness of the vegetables as well, all right? Just a little, not much, all right? I know some people, they do not like sugar. They feel like sugar is demonic or something. I don't know. But anyway, that's why I try to exercise, okay? All right. So anyway, you all, right now, I have my soup is going right now. I'm going to bring the camera over because I want you to see what it looks like inside, okay? Can you see it? So this is what the soup looks like right now inside, okay? All right, I hope you can see it. Can you see it? See soup? Okay. Can you see it? It looks pretty. Yeah. So that's what it looks like inside right now. And I'm just gonna let it cook. Let it cook down. Let it cook. I'm gonna let it cook all throughout the night. And when it's done, I will come back and let you see what it looks like. Okay? Once it's done, all right? All right. Okay, so anyway, once again, this is crock pot vegetable soup. Where's my top? Where's my lid? Here's my lid. I gotta clean up my area here. Once again, this is crock pot vegetable soup. All I did was use some really fresh vegetables. They were already cut up and chopped up for me. And it's really easy. It's not really expensive. And it's going to be hearty. And this is a lot of soup that's going to last me all throughout the week because that's how I eat soup. I eat soup. I love to eat soup all throughout the week. It's cold outside and it helps to keep down colds and infections in your body. And so anyway, I hope this will help you. This will give you an idea of, you could just put you on a crock pot and let it be on all day and let it slow cook, and you can have you some delicious soup. All right. So I will be back and let you see what it looks like once it's done. Hi everyone. Okay, so the soup is completed. My crock pot soup, once again, that's crock pot soup. Okay, so I let the soup cook out for a few hours because I made it late last night. So I wanted the vegetables to get really nice and tender. The house smells so wonderful and good from my vegetable crock pot soup cooking all night. And what I did was I placed it on low and just let it slow cook all night long. So today I have some nice hearty soup. I have enough soup in this crock pot that's going to last me all throughout the week, which is something that I wanted because I like to eat soup in the cold weather times all throughout the week. And I have so many delicious vegetables in it, like you saw before. So anyway, it looks so good and it smells so wonderful. And let's see, I'm going to get some out, ladle a little bit of the soup out. As you can see, it is a very nice thick consistency. It smells so good, you all. So I got my nice soup. So anyway, yes, if you want to have a good soup, you don't have to put a good soup in a pot. You can just put it in your nice crock pot, let your crock pot simmer, put all your great vegetables in it. Like I said, pig sweet pick fresh or pick sweet vegetables, the ones that I showed you earlier in the video. They're already cut up and chopped up already for you. And so anyway, I have some nice, delicious, hearty vegetable soup. You see the consistency is really nice and thick. And that comes from, of course, I have some okra in here, which has a thickness. And I had a cream of mushroom soup in here. There is no dairy in this soup at all right, so let's taste it, okay, because it's really nice and cold outside. So this is great for today. Let's see. Lord, bless this food. I'm about to receive a nourishment by in Jesus' name, amen. Let's taste it. So good, so good, so fresh. All right, I hope you enjoyed seeing this video on crock pot vegetable soup. And until next time, with another wonderful recipe for you, mostly geared towards vegetables, but if you wanted to add any type of protein with it of your choice, you can do that as well. All right, until next time, you be blessed, you be happy, and remember, if you want to be healthy and be the very best you, eat your fruits, vegetables, herbs, and drink water too. Do some exercise, get some rest until the next food, either recipe or review. And remember to pray and strive and be the very best you. All right, until next time, you be blessed and have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.